Ryan Devon with the Devon team at Keller Williams coming to you here. Hope you are having a fantastic day and getting ready for a nice weekend here. Wanted to give you the quickly what you need to know this week update in terms of what we are seeing in the Denver real estate market. Excited to bring these numbers and figures to you. There definitely is a very good story to tell. What's today been like? Today has been a day of being out in the market. Obviously safely, cautiously, following all of the precautions, social distancing, all of those things. But it's been out showing homes, getting out there. The buyers are out in the market right now, trying to find homes. Sellers are starting to get their properties out and on the market. It is actually a fantastic time right now to be in the Denver real estate market. So let me dig into some of the numbers and show you why that is. But more so, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying happy, enjoying the time that you've got with your family. I know today was the kind of last day of school for quite a few people here in the Denver metro area. So here's the start of summer, a start of a summer full of kids at home all the time. So it's going to be a balance for sure. I'm in the struggle with you, but it's going to be a really good time. And I would love to just have a conversation with you. So if you're curious at all about what is going on, or you just want to have a discussion, or hey, I haven't talked to anyone or seen anyone, let's jump on a call. I'll get on a Zoom call with you and let's just catch up and hear how you're doing. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get into the numbers and talk to you a little bit about the Denver real estate market this week. Talk to you soon. All right, as promised, let's go ahead and dig into those numbers here. So I know you're getting familiar with this by watching the videos here. So you're getting familiar with these trends. That's why I'm bringing it to you on a weekly basis. So we start initially by looking at the market response, basically meaning what is on the market currently in terms of number of homes, and trying to judge where we are going, especially after now that we are dealing with COVID here and what the outcome of that has been. So again, this chart, I like to preface it by saying we look at everything in sense of where we hit a balance. And a balanced market always means for us here in Denver, it means we have 6 months worth of inventory on the market at any given time. Again, on the buyer's perspective, that means for every buyer who's out looking for a home, they have 6 that they get to pick from. When you go below 1 month worth of inventory, that's usually when you find yourself in a multiple offer type situation. So here are the numbers to take a look at. So let's dig in. Again, if you've been following, we've talked in the past about this week right here, March the 4th, these 2 weeks kind of being the start of COVID in terms of when the restrictions started going in place, when showing started being a little bit different. It was more the stay-at-home order. So we would obviously expect that our months of inventory to climb at that point. Homes that were on the market weren't getting shown anymore, and that number did go up pretty dramatically. These 3 weeks right in here is when we saw the ability to not show homes. So people were not listing homes as much. We weren't able to actually be out and show homes anymore. It was stay at home and showings were not permitted. As soon as they opened up, we started seeing those numbers drop again. So what are these numbers? These are, again, months worth of inventory on the market, meaning that, for example, right here, in 1.8 months, we would burn off all of the supply of homes on the market. And again, this is for all price ranges here, not just for specific ones. And I can break it down specifically based on price point. These numbers are a little bit different, but we're going to look at the metro area as a whole. So what we've seen the past 3 weeks, which is very encouraging, is these numbers dropping down dramatically, down to 1 month's worth of inventory, under 1 month's worth of inventory here. Sorry, I'm highlighting everything apparently. And then what we saw last week here, which is really encouraging, is this. And again, this is for the week of May 13th through the 19th. We saw our inventory drop down to 0.8, meaning that for every buyer who's in the market, they have even less than one home to pick from. Again, this finds us in a multiple offer situation. This is the direction that we wanted the numbers to go. That's an encouraging thing for us to see in the marketplace, to be able to see those numbers going down. What I really want to show you is this that's really exciting. So from the peak, again, right in here, this pre-COVID number, from the peak, our pendings as of last week, right here, our pendings went up 20%. That means we put 20% more homes under contract last week than we did at the peak before COVID and the COVID restrictions started hitting. That is really encouraging news right now to show that our market is resilient. Our buyers are out there and they're back in the market. They're trying to find their homes again. They're saying, look, we're going to take the precautions. We're going to be safe. We're going to go out and we're going to tour homes. We're going to see homes and we're going to make offers on homes. Our buyers are very resilient, which is encouraging for anyone who might be thinking about selling and wondering, well, should I put my home on the market? So talking about that active homes on the market versus when we could hit that balance, meaning 6 months worth of inventory. And again, at 6 months worth of inventory, that's when you are in that limbo period where you could see a transition from a seller's market to a buyer's market. At that point, you might see equity in homes starting to go down a little bit, and the prices are going to have to fall with it as well. So last week, there were 6,350 homes on the market for sale. In order for us to hit a balanced market, meaning 6 months worth of inventory based on the homes that are going on the market and are going under contract, we need to have 46,000 homes on the market to hit that. So if you've been sitting back, or anyone that you know who has been talking about it and saying, oh, well, I'm just going to wait for the market to collapse and then I'll jump in the market to buy my home. Unless we can figure out where 40,000 more homes are going to come from right now, that's a long ways out. So it's a good opportunity to get in there. And if you're a seller, there's a big discrepancy here, obviously. So if you're looking to sell your home, you have a captive audience. There's really not many homes that are on the market right now. So very encouraging news to see there as well. Next, I'm going to look at is how long would it take for us to hit that balanced market? If conditions stayed exactly as they were today, we would have a cushion of about 139 days before we could transition from a seller's market into a buyer's market here. Looking back at pre-COVID, look at that, 132 days there. So basically what I'm trying to show you here is that our numbers, while we hit a lot of challenges in these couple of weeks here, our numbers have bounced back really, really well to pre-COVID. So for anyone who's got a lot of uncertainty on what's going to happen, where's the market going to go, the numbers are trending in the right direction. And again, the story is not complete. I mean, I wouldn't venture to say that the world is recovered. The financial world is recovered. It's not. But the trends that we're seeing are going in the right direction. And that's something that's very encouraging here in the Denver metro area. How many showings are being set right now? How many people are actually going out and touring homes? So again, looking at our peak, there were about 28,000 showings being set that week. That means people booking showings to go see homes. The number dramatically dropped down as showing restrictions were put into effect. These 2 weeks are somewhat of a moot point because these showings were not permitted during these weeks. So I'm assuming these are probably just virtual showings. But last week, we saw 25,000 showings set on the market. Again, really encouraging. That means every home that's on the market should have seen just under 4 showings last week. So again, that is something just to show that things are bouncing back. This means buyers are coming back. The buyers are in the market. They're resilient. They want to be out there shopping for homes and making those moves now. How many showings is it taking in order to get a contract? So you put your home on the market. How many showings do you anticipate you're going to have before someone submits an offer on your home? Well, back at pre-COVID days, it was about 19. About 19 showings would normally, based on the numbers, garner you a contract. Of course, if you were priced right and it was marketed well, and I can talk to you about those specific things. As of last week, we saw that it is 14 showings, which means if you've had 14 showings on your home, more than likely you probably have an offer in your hand, again, if it was priced right and done properly. The last thing I'm going to talk about is those median days on market. Median days meaning how long is your home, once you put it on the market, how long is it there before it goes into a pending status, meaning you're under contract with the buyer. So looking at our pre-COVID days here was about 5 days on market is what the median was. That means half the homes on the market go under contract in 5 days or less, the other half are over 5. So right now we're sitting at 9 median days on the market. Again, that was the same as last week. So the story that I'm trying to show here, and hopefully you've seen from the previous videos as well, is that the market is trending in a favorable direction for our housing market here. It's showing that sellers have come back and they're saying, all right, it's time to list the home and get back to the move. And the buyers are saying, we're back and we're ready to try to buy a home. So it is a perfect time if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. It's a good time to jump into this market right now. If you want to talk in more detail, I would love to specifically talk about your home and the value of your home and where you sit within these numbers and what you should expect if you were even thinking about potentially making a move. So that, everyone, is what you need to know this week in Denver real estate.